Now, this title might look crazy, but I promise you it makes sense. I promise you it makes sense. How are y'all doing, my brothers, my sisters? Hope y'all have been swell. Great, amazing. Where am I going to start with this? I don't know, but think of this as a story time. And you can look at this channel. I've made videos correlating to this topic multiple times. 2-man story times. Lush story. Not story time, but talking about Lush. Those side quest combos within other videos as well, talking about this topic. But I want this to be the last one I make for a minute. Or like, because who knows? I might end up making another video talking about it later down in the future. But more so a one and done sense, if that makes sense. How did buns ruin my life? Dramatic take. Didn't ruin my life entirely. I'm still living, breathing, healthy. But it's put me in a lot of positions that I thought this shit was over. I thought my life was done. I'm moving to Mexico. My shit's over. And I say it in a humor way, but I'm so serious. So serious. And the deep rooted thing that I always thought about, because at first, when I first, you feel me? I'm gonna be honest. I love women. I respect women. I love buns. I love thick shit. This is me being transparent and honest with y'all. Once things became accessible, that's when it just became accessible. It's no problem to get some buns at my standpoint. But it got to a point to where it was just quick gratification. I'm doing it at a certain time and it's like, what the fuck? What am I even doing this for? Like, why? And we all know post pina colada clarity, I progressively got a higher sense of clarity every single time. It'll be the same thing. Yo, bro, I'm never doing this again, bro. How am I gonna get her out of here, bro? I'm never doing this again, bro. Month later, week later, we're in the same cycle. Talking about accessibility, I want to go into that a little bit more. Back in like middle school days, elementary school days, of course, nobody was getting buns that I know about. Like nobody was really, you feel me? We were kids, like kids. But once we started to get into that, soon in middle school, going into high school, that's when those type of combos started to come up. And it's like, bro, you're still a virgin, bro. In my mind, I'm like, yeah. Granted, I wasn't the best, greatest kid of all time in the sense to where I didn't know about anything, you know? During those time of years, I'm like, bro, there's no way in hell I'm gonna ever get cat. At a certain point in time, I was scared of that shit. I'm not gonna lie. I was scared. Weren't y'all too? Like, y'all, you're capping if you're saying you weren't scared. You was scared, gang. You was scared. Even my ladies, if y'all go that way, y'all wasn't ever scared. Like, y'all wasn't scared of that cat. I ain't gonna lie, I was scared. With that perspective, and then me now, I compared it to, and it's like, damn, I'm a completely different person. Even saying it out loud is like, duh, nigga, that was you in middle school and this is you at 20. In reality, it makes sense. You're bound to change. You're bound to go through things. You're bound to experience. But what you do within those experiences is everything. Discipline, most importantly, like I said, I'd say I'm done once the clarity hits and I'm doing it again the next week and so on. As of recently, though, I've gained a lot more control and I've had these bursts of like high discipline further on through my life. I think back, I don't know if it was 2024 or just, I don't know if it was the start of 2024 or 2025. No. It's whenever Blackboy Max decided to do his 365 stream for the rest. I think that was 2025, but I don't think it was at the same time because that seemed like so soon. It might have been, the year doesn't matter. I think I went no beats, no goons, no buns for the first 3 months of the year. And then I think on a random night, I went on Twitter, seen some shit, it was over. And it's crazy how easy it is for these triggers to come upon you. And it's the accessibility of having such things, you know, the phones, the social media, etc. And I'm, of course, taking accountability. I don't want to just put it out there to where it's like, yeah, it's just the phone fault. It's just Twitter's fault. I have the phone. I have the capability to be like, yeah, I'm not doing this today. For me, I'm not doing it today. But indulging into it anyway caused that. Not only is it very easy to get back into it, but once you like mess up one time, it's very easy to keep that same repeated cycle going and fall back into those old habits. That's why you really gotta just tell yourself like, yo, if you fuck up, it's cool. Don't be so hard on yourself because once you start being hard on yourself again, you expect yourself to be perfect. When you fuck up one time, your whole mood is shattered and then you like, fuck it completely. I'm gonna just keep fucking up anyway. And it's like a paradox kind of thing because you can't be perfect. Nobody is perfect. So when you try to be perfect and put all these high-ass expectations on yourself, granted, there's nothing wrong with trying to be the best ever. But trying to be perfect, you're gonna fuck up. When you put that engraved mindset into yourself and be so hard on yourself, you're bound to fuck up even more. And when you do fuck up, you're not gonna know how to handle it. So that was my thing as well. That 3-month streak, I got back into it one time. From there, it was kind of like, fuck it. I just did 3 months straight. Long ass time. It's no way in hell I'm about to try to do another 3 months. And that day one, It's tough. That day one is tough because it's like, damn, I don't got nothing to show for it. So it's like, fuck it, we can fuck up one day. Let's start tomorrow. Fuck up that next day. It's Thursday. We can start again Friday. It's Friday. And that cycle will continue to repeat. Going into what I want to talk about now, but going back into me saying I have much more control now. I think last week, either this whole month or last month, I was on a 3-week streak. Like, really, because I think something happened. I was like, hell no, there's no way I'm doing this shit again. And like I said, these experiences changed my perspective on everything. I know I'm going off topic a lot, but I want to emphasize certain stuff. Imagine I'm your OG, I'm your uncle or something. I'm telling you this. You like a young boy, right? Don't just be smashing all these bros, bro. That shit ain't gonna be worth it. She ain't get you one girl. Stick to her. You feel me? You gonna go through shit. Might almost get somebody, you feel me, prego. It ain't worth it, B. And mine, you gonna be like, fuck is this old nigga talking about, man? What is he talking about? I don't even get no buns anyway, so of course that's not gonna happen. It can happen to you, bro. And in most of these type of situations, is not planned at all. Even farther beyond, just a pregnant thing, bro. Anything can happen, bro. And again, most of the time, nobody is going into something expecting some shit like that to happen. So you have to be wary. Most of the time, out of your control, you have control, but a lot of shit can slip up or this can happen. So just be wary of all of that shit. You won't really understand this until you go through the experience. That's what I'm really trying to say. Like, I've had those combos with my dad even, and it's like, yo, bro, what are you talking about, bro? I don't even get no buns. I'm in 7th, 8th grade, bro. I don't even get no buns. Start to get buns. Oh. And going into that is just to say, yo, learn from other people's mistakes. Probably won't really understand until you go through this shit, but don't do the obvious. Don't be oblivious, just nut bullshit, bro. Like, you don't have to go through some shit that somebody already went through just to get the XP. Like, every piece of XP is not worth it. Every piece of bread, $100 bill is not good bread. So understand that the same thing applies here. If you ain't got to go through it, bro, skip that cutscene, gang. Skip that cutscene. Now that we have the story part out of the way, knowledge time. I'm doing pretty good. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I got some buns last night. I'm being transparent, honest with y'all. I'm gonna be real. Was it worth it? Hell no. The clarity hit. It's like, what am I doing all over again? That same clarity, and I'm telling you, the clarity progressively gets. I want to keep this PG related. It be on some shit where it's like, when you finna, you feel me, yo, if you not 18 plus, close your ears, gang. If you're not 18 plus, close your ears. When you feel like when you about to, you feel me, Coco Melon, I just feel like all the regret just swooshing out at the same time. It's like, hold on. What the fuck did I just do? This might be a crazy ass topic, but I promise you, this shit can apply to really anything in life within discipline and all that type of stuff. Moral of it, really be on your shit and be smart with what you're doing. Sometimes shit can be very tempting. All of those quick pleasures, the quick gratification things, taking the shortcuts, saying, fuck it, I'm gonna do it tomorrow, and just not starting today can lead into so many encounters that you don't have to be in. And that was my main thing, buns being this. And it's so crazy because I remember telling myself when I was in maybe 11th, 12th grade, even after graduation year, the only way I don't make it is because of females. It's because of lust. It's because I couldn't conquer myself and focus my energy on 100% me, because all of that shit is energy. Constantly releasing that's energy, bro. Energy, creativity. You're just releasing it onto some shit that serves you no purpose. And if it's like your girlfriend or something, I feel like there's some slack there. But that was really my thing. Really focusing more on me and less of what doesn't matter is what I'm really trying to preach out and say. If you're going through this specific problems as well, same thing applies. Just make sure you're on your shit. Prioritize your energy. Prioritize yourself. If you don't got to be on these apps, get off these apps. Don't be on these, specifically, the Twitters, the Instagrams, past certain times where you be respectful, bro. Respect the opposing gender, respect the same gender, respect everyone. When you're in those modes, it's like, I'm an animal, bro. I'm like Beast Boy, gang. I'm an animal, bro. I'm not even, just entirely, you're not even looking at, when you're in that act, I don't even think you're really looking at the person as like a person. It's just like, a different mode switch. I just go straight Michael Myers, Freddy Krueger mode. You feel me? It's nothing wrong. You feel me? Everybody got a freaky bone. If you don't, you're cap and you're not human. Everybody has a freaky bone. Your shit might not be as high or as strong as others, but you got a freaky bone. You feel me? I'm not saying doing this shit is bad and you gonna die. I mean, you can die. You feel me? With some instances. But I'm not saying it's the worst thing on earth. But make sure it's meaningful. I didn't even mention that. Okay, another thing. It's so crazy. My bad. The accessibility thing, right? Going back to that. It's kind of funny because when I was in those middle school, early high school ages, me and my friends used to bring back memories. Me and my friends used to be like, yo, I'm about to put you on. Who can get the most girls? Who can get the most numbers? I'm about to go talk to her, etc. One of my friends from high school, we went to school with each other, 8th grade, 7th or 8th grade, I want to say, all the way up until graduation. We used to be two of the people that used to be like, yo, you don't get no hug. You ain't get no hug, sneak. He ain't get no hugs. This year or last year, and we graduated 2024. He told me back then I wasn't getting no hugs. Like I was cat. He was cat. But during those periods of time, it was very easy to get under that influence of I gotta get the most girls. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. Not to put Brett Bridges out there, but it's like now that he has accessibility, we got cars, we got it ain't none to go on Instagram and find some shit and you feel me, boom. But back then, nigga probably thought he was never gonna get no buns, and now that he got it, it's like I gotta prove something now, you know? Let me rack up all these bodies. You feel me? And that's another gist of what I'm putting together. If you can put that down, but booty ruined my life. Kind of. My life is good. My life is not ruined. I'm just gotta drag it out. But if you all want to go, if y'all want me to go more in depth with this probably would be one of my last videos talking about this though. My first ever video talking about lust. I'd be ashamed to talk about this shit just because it's more so a personal thing, but it's something that everybody goes through. Not everybody, I don't want to push it on everybody, but a lot of people go through. So don't feel alone if you're going through it. Just know that it can get better and just focus on yourself. Prioritize your energy on the right things.